Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on. Hit! 18 Cardinal.
They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
19 right. Bronco switch.
They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
60 Eagles. 60 Bison.
Barkley inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A first down carry for Barkley. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry down. This is Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Here we go. 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second and 3. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a give to Barkley, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Carr's throw taken in by Bourne. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Carr now on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcats. There you go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off
to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Currently, it's Washington in possession of the football as we get back into the action in quarter number 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just short. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Steps away. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough in order to dodge the penalty.
19. Check, Panther.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this 1st half.
And I'm reminded that they get the 2nd half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Williams again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. On play action. Now Carr. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown. Chigakakwo. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Call it no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dragon 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to 60, back to 60.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Cook again. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw his Carr. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. He'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Josh McDaniels had his mind made up on that one. So Josh McDaniels ends up winning that challenge. Smart decision to review it. Carr now on 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. On the move past the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 65 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Ready, go.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8-up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 13, a minute 36 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Throwing his Carr. Into the hands of Ingram. The 40. 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He targets Ingram for another grab. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2nd and 9. Now Carr. He'll drop this down to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Okay, great.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game the coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be let out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
57, Mike, 57. Franco 80. He's coming.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Barkley. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Chop alert.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Glenn. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Barkley off tackle left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
18, 5 years.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. Oh, good return up past the 30. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention is difficult.
Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. After 1, it's 9-0. Try and run for the first with Sermon. Only 3 there on the pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a stop there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it here. Why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And some space here. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The kidder here, it's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Glenn. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 3 yards out. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Touchdown, Washington! Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, mistake. There by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on the first down for Chicago. Looking to throw. Glenn. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Glenn. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Glenn. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Sterling Shepard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That pass caught, it's Williams. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On first down, Glenn. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Sermon. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Glenn, and this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Sermon now on 1st and 10. A beautiful fake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Glenn firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The middle, here's Sermon. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Sermon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
this is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. Able to slither by. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards.